All right, we're going to check out the Sig today. It is the P320, but this is the X-VTAC model. So with that, you get this coyote brown Cerakoted slide, optics ready there. Get these awesome VTAC sights, so you can kind of see, you see those lower dots on the rear. It's got one on the front too there, so those are your tritium night sights. Man, I wish this thing would focus. So for daytime shooting, like right now, you got those green dots there, but at night you will not see those green, and instead those what look like transparent and clear right now are the tritium night sights, and those will glow in the dark for you. Some people like these sights, some people don't. I think they're pretty cool personally. I guess some people have problems. See, I don't have a problem. They like go back and forth. Their eyes like, oh, am I supposed to be looking at these ones or this one? But I mean, I think it's pretty apparent which ones to use in the daytime. So I like these sights. They're a little bit higher up. So I think with certain optics and plates, you can get a co-witness on that. If not, obviously, it's got a dovetail rear there. You can swap out your sights. So it's got the improved trigger, flat face trigger. It's got a real nice trigger on it. So this is all the take up it has right here. And then the weight on it, nice clean crisp brake. The weight is about, man, that's like 3.5 pounds, 4 max. So real nice trigger on that. You got a 90-degree brake straight up and down after the brake. Let me get the reset real quick. Reset's pretty short. That's it right there. Obviously very audible. Sorry about the shotguns in the background, but yeah, you got a real short take up, then a nice clean crisp light brake, and then a real short reset as well. So awesome trigger on this. Got the, I think, awesome sights, optics ready. Obviously she's real long there. I don't know if it's just a collar combo or what, but it appears that it has a longer barrel and slide than the standard M17, but it's actually still the 4.7-inch barrel. You got the rail there on the front. Comes with 3 17-round mags, I believe it is. Yep, you got the sight windows there, 3 17-round magazines. So just a nice upgrade from the standard P320 there. You get better sights, I think longer slide, better sights, great trigger, optics ready. So just kind of like a step up above the standard P320 there, because obviously they have models that go even higher than this, or well over $1,000. I think this one goes new for like $758, depending on where you look. But I'm super excited to shoot this, so I'm going to shut the heck up now and get started. I hate to run this low-end ammo through this kind of high-end pistol, but this is what we got today. Tool 115 grain, and then these Venoms, which are also 115, I thought. Where the heck does it say? I don't know. It doesn't say what weight it is. These might be 124s, 115s. I don't think it says. That's weird. So anyways, we got some steel case here, which I hate to run through this, and then some brass case here. Start out on my target there. We'll shoot at a distance of 7 yards, 21 feet, standard self-defense scenario distance. We will eventually come all the way back here where I'm standing currently, 15 yards to that back row. Those bowling pins there are smaller than a headshot. They're about as wide as my hand, which my hand is not as wide as my head. So smaller than headshot targets back there at 15 yards that hopefully we can hit, knock down at least 90% of the time or better. All right, just go for that top dot. Alright, for me, it looks like it's a little off to the right. Pretty much a center hold. I don't know why I'm flinging some low right there, or it could just be that crappy Russian ammo. But yeah, I'm holding 6 o'clock on that dot. They're all obviously averaging low and off to the right. Obviously the sights are adjustable, so I could adjust it if I have to. I may, but usually I can just compensate. Takes extra time out of the day recording here to adjust this, but I can loosen that screw, slide it left, right, or whatever to correct that. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to fix it. All right, I give it a very slight adjustment. Thankfully, I was able to drift it with my punch. I had one out here the other day. It just would not move with my punch. I had to put it in a vise. Sometimes they're real tight, but this one was easy to move. A very subtle adjustment here. Let's see if it was enough. For the dot on the left. Looks centered. I left my other mag up there. I don't know why, sometimes on the full-size pistols, I tend to start bringing my arms back, which is why I started flinging them all over that one. And then I realized that, so I straightened my arms back out. I don't know why I do that with full-size. Alright, we'll set back up, try again. There we go. I'm actually a little further back too. Alright, now we're on this Venom brass case. I don't want to do too many from that close. Let's step back a little. Actually, let's get behind the table. Alright, so I don't know if this is what people are talking about with the sights. I'm not getting the two dots confused, but I am noticing, at least for me, this thing, it looks great here just holding it steady, but like once I fire, it's all kind of like floppy, and then like I'm having trouble picking that front one up again. I think because these rear posts are so large and tall, I'll like shoot and then I'm like, oh wait, where'd the front post go? There it is, okay, and then I'm ready to go. So for rapid firing, that's not working out so great for me, but they do work pretty good as a precision sight. So I'm going to try back here now. Like I said, 15 yards to that back row. Those bowling pins, the width is about the diameter of my hand, which is smaller than my face, so. Man, I keep hitting that one on the right. That one's always stubborn. It doesn't want to fall. Yeah, that's a hit every time if I slow down, but I was trying to see how fast I can go. Not bad for 15 yards, smaller than headshot. Let's see if I can be a show-off here. One-handed headshot, 15 yards. See what I'm talking about? And this little guy right here, I mean, that's like, what is that? 4.5 inch plate, it looks like. So obviously that guy's not very tall. It doesn't give you a whole lot to aim at 15 yards. Yeah, there you go. Obviously, she's a pretty good shooter. Obviously, dead reliable there. We ran some not so great ammo, including that steel case. 100 rounds, no issues whatsoever. Obviously, she's pretty accurate. I mean, I usually can hit back there, those 15 yards, those little pins that with compacts and subcompacts and whatnot. Not quite with that much precision. When I, slowed down enough to make sure I would hit it every time, I did hit it every time, no question. So definitely pretty precise there at 15 yards. Once I adjusted the sights, I wasn't trying for accuracy or anything, just aiming at that red dot on the left there, and we got I don't know, it's about 1.5, 1 3/4 inch group there, so definitely accurate. I'm out of ammo for the day with what I brought, at least. I'll try to get like some longer range shooting up. Usually when I have a pistol that shoots really well and really accurate, I try to do a 100-yard video on it, because usually I can get a majority of hits at 100 yards without missing. So I'll try to have that coming up on this, do some 50, 75, 100-yard shots. I know that's not what a pistol's made for, but if it can do it, I like to display it, so look forward to that coming up. I think this thing would be awesome with a red dot on it. I actually have a pretty cool optic coming up. I have a review on it. I was really hoping to get that on here, but I cannot get that on here. With what they have under this plate here, it's pretty much like Sig specific red dots, unless you get like an adapter plate, because this is basically longer than most RMRs are, so you can get a plate that'll fill in the gap there so you can run the RMRs. But the one I have, it's an enclosed emitter, so it's a pretty chunky thing, and it will not fit with those adapter plates, unfortunately. So but I'm thinking this thing would be pretty sweet with an optic if I hang on to it long enough. I buy, sell, trade a lot to keep reviews coming on the channel for you guys. I might try to get an optic on here and do a video with an optic. That would also help astronomically at 100+ yards, but also it would help my rapid fire probably, because like I was explaining, I keep losing that sight. I'm not used to these big chunky rear sights, and I know there's a purpose for that again, so you can co-witness with some red dot setups. That's why they're taller there. But for me, I'm having a little difficulty like rapid firing with this. I know with a red dot I would be even more precise with a red dot, though these sights are pretty precise for iron sight. So yeah, this thing's awesome. I like the sights for precision shooting. I think a red dot would make this thing perfect. Obviously, it's got an excellent trigger. Couldn't be happier. I really do like this. I especially like this way more than the regular P320s. I've shot the M17 and the M18, so your full size and your compact there. I just never really liked those. I didn't like the factory sights on those, and I didn't like how, for me, for some reason, they just seemed like blocky and floppy. Didn't really care for the standard P320s, but this version of it, yeah, I'm digging this one. It shoots completely different. Just the ergos are different. The felt recoil is completely different. It doesn't seem as floppy like the original P320. Big reason for that is the overall grip is just shaped differently than the M17s, and also the finger groove there under the trigger guard is higher up. Obviously, it's got a hella upgraded trigger and sights there too, so this is vastly different than just a standard M17, and I like it. So hopefully I can get some videos up, longer range shots with it. Hopefully I can get a video up with an optic before I let her go. You guys want to get yourself any products you see me using the video, like my target stand there, the paper targets, the steel targets, earmuffs I wear, shooting bags, and more. Links in the description for all that. But I want to thank you for stopping by and watching, and I hope to catch you on the next one.